If you love what we do, then please consider supporting Kritfayle on Patreon. Your support helps us grow and to create more content more often. And now, on with the show. So he's driving along, he takes out his phone, and he's texting very quickly. And he puts it down.
Cipher's still curled up in the back corner.
Terrence is kind of spacing out. He may or may not be focused on the fact that he lost his jacket, but he's also worried about Cipher, regardless of how much of a dick he was being like 3 seconds ago.
So he pulls up behind the club rather than in front, and you can see Mr. Lambert standing outside, and he's dressed like Lurch from the Addams Family.
Terrence looks up and he's like, "Oh, what cool thing did Fenneman not tell me about this one?" Come on, girlie. Do you need help
Noticing
standing?
the car has stopped, Cipher looks out the window, sees Mr. Lambert. She's like, "What the heck?"
Do you need help getting out of the car?
No, I'm fine. You can still see that she's visibly shaken, but she looks like she's calmed down a little bit. But she opens up the back right door, and
Lambert walks over and picks Cipher up.
Oh, well,
What the deuce?
that works too.
Cipher's like it's stiff as a board at the moment.
And that's how he carries her.
I mean, I was a little worried she was going to fall over, to be honest, so that's probably better.
Terrence is grinning a little bit and he does this stage whisper. He's like, "Cipher, don't move. He can smell fear."
Cypher's got her eyes are like she's gone like incredibly pale. She's just looking at Terrence with big round, huge. Her eyes is almost doubled in size.
Oh dear.
Nope.
So Lambert goes, "Alright, laser horizontal like carrying a plank."
Terrence is just like chuckling quietly as he follows after Mr. Lambert.
Yeah, Wren's following as well.
And he just
Oh.
marches in, and there's a door open to one of the side rooms. Fenneman is standing there, and he's dressed like Gomez Adams, and there's a fairy sitting on his shoulder, very upright, dressed as Morticia. And they go into the room. Lambert puts Cipher onto a bed.
Why is there a bed here? Was that there last time?
I don't know. I don't remember there being a bed here.
"Don't move, Cipher. Dennis is coming to see you," Lambert says, and then he leans over and sits against the wall.
Cipher is remaining stiff as a board. Her eyes are just like darting around the room, and she's holding her laptop. She's still holding her laptop. She's got a laptop, like her backpack's on her back, and laptops across her chest, and she's like holding it for what looks like dear life.
You can probably relax a little though.
Terrence goes over to her and kind of like brushes some hair out of her face. He's like, "I was just bugging you. Mr. Lambert wouldn't hurt you." "Hello?" He pokes her cheek.
Is she okay?
Her mouth is moving, but no words are like coming out of the
Well, that's
Terrence
unusual.
kind of like pokes her cheeks until she makes that fishy face, and he goes, "I'm alright. I'm Cipher. I just need a drink."
She's not drinking these days.
Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe.
So Mr. Fenneman steps back, and a goblin comes in, and he's dressed in tails with a waistcoat and a tie, and he's got a small bag. And Mr. Fenneman's like, "Thanks for coming, Dennis." And Mr. Lambert's like, "Yeah, thanks for coming, Hoggle."
Why is everyone dressed like they're going to a frickin' funeral?
Oh, good. You're talking again.
You're creeping the hell out of me.
It's just a doctor. And oh, you're talking about the other two. It's from a TV show. Probably, too old for your time, girly.
And the goblin pulls up a chair, and he takes out a pair of small spectacles, which he puts over his nose, and the lenses don't come anywhere near his eyes. And he starts examining Cipher.
I better pull up my character sheet
Might be good.
so I know what the fuck's going on. Hang on.
She didn't offer to show anybody her ID when you called her young, so it must be serious.
Well, she might still be in shock, and Terrence kind of rummages around until he finds a stool so he can sit beside the cot bed thing on the other side so he's not in the way of the doctor.
He looks at Cipher. So, where does it hurt?
Seriously, though, you're asking me where it hurts?
It's kind of helpful for the doctor to know, Cipher.
She rolls over and points at her back.
She's still got the backpack on, though?
Yep.
He pulls up her shirt, sort of prods a bit, rolls her over.
Ah, fucking hell.
That would not be conductive of a good recovery plan.
Can you still feel your ankle, girly?
What did you do to your ankle?
She fell down some stairs.
Is that where you received these other injuries?
At the same place? No. Hang on. When did I fall down? Hang on.
That was at Terry's apartment.
Oh, that's right.
She also hit her head. Yeah.
He takes out the gauze and pours a liquid on it. And he's like, overall, I believe that it is mainly bruising, possibly a sprain, and some cuts and abrasions.
Alright, if you're done with me, can I go now?
Not quite. This might sting just a little. And he puts the gauze on the biggest abrasion on Cipher's head, where she fell.
Holy fucking hell, what the fuck are you doing to me? It feels like you're pouring hot lead on me.
So it is true what the dwarves say about you elves.
What do they say?
Biggest bunch of babies you can find. Maybe Mr. Lambert can tuck you in at night, give you a pacifier to help you sleep.
Terrence is narrowing his eyes at this character. He's not saying anything yet, but he's narrowing his eyes at him.
Tears are rolling out of Cipher's eyes at the moment. She's sort of wiping them away. You mean bastard? That hurt.
I'm a doctor. It comes with the job description.
Hurting people or being mean?
You could have warned me before you burnt me half to death. Or at least give me some painkillers, you mean beggar.
I'll give you some advice. Don't do this again. He walks over to Fennyman. She'll be alright. She's not that hurt. Lucky, though. And the goblin leaves. The goblin called Dennis. Dr. Dennis. He's actually good with real estate.
Not a fool with real estate.
Not a fool with real estate is Dr. Dennis.
No, that's Dr. Becca.
Cipher is now not generally, but massively confused.
Cipher, do you need a painkiller?
Yep, I'm going to get one. She pulls her shirt back down, and takes her backpack off, shoves her laptop in there, and then promptly storms out of the room to the bar.
I mean, I have... Oh, okay, never mind. She might mean alcohol.
Certainly looks like it. I mean, I don't really know why she was abstaining in the first place. Was it just because it was her birthday? Her birthday's technically over now.
That's true. It would be a bit odd to have the one day you don't drink be your birthday, I feel.
I don't know about that, especially when you drink the other 364 days of the year.
Fennyman comes in and sits down. The Morticia fairy stays extremely upright.
So what cool costume contest did you not invite me to this time, Fennyman?
It's Halloween.
Oh, it is.
I completely it's in my notes and I forgot.
Yeah, we got distracted because it's Cypher's birthday.
We had candy for all the kids. We had some free drinks for all the locals. We gave out prizes for the best costumes. Right now, there's 50 fairies on the stage doing Thriller.
You have any spare costumes?
I mean, technically you and I are already wearing costumes.
Oh yeah, you're right. Haha, we didn't miss out entirely.
Nope.
Well, anything else you need to tell us, Fennyman?
Is there anything you need to tell me?
Oh, that's a good question.
Since I haven't seen you since you skedaddled. And then when you did turn up, we had a text from George saying your Cipher is somewhat injured. He didn't know how bad, so we got Dennis in. He's a bit of an ass, but he's actually a really good doctor. We're lucky to have him. We put up with his demeanour. Sometimes street docs are a bit, more quack than duck.
I mean, we finished the job, I think. Cypher's the one with the details, and she wasn't really telling us anything at the end there, so...
I mean, alright, there are a couple things we might need to worry about.
Oh, only 2 this time? That's an improvement.
Well...
They saw us, they shot at us, and I lost my jacket on their property.
And Cipher may or may not have left an identifiable drawing on a whiteboard.
Well, it would have just been her calling card, I think, at the most.
Okay.
As like her hacker calling card, not a, hey, call me at this number.
There's days I wouldn't put it past her.
Ah.
She got...
She was spooked by something that happened.
Something upset her.
The worst
before
thing
we left.
we noticed was counterfeit alcohol.
I mean, she found something on a computer, but that wasn't what scared her. That wasn't till after. That wasn't until she wanted to go draw a mustache on some sleeping guy.
She wanted to draw a mustache on a sleeping guy.
She didn't just want to, she succeeded.
Well, we don't really know. She just walked out of the room looking terrified.
Oh, that's true. I wouldn't put it past her, though, to be scared and also succeed in drawing a mustache on a sleeping guy.
Yeah.
So... Did you or did you not succeed?
Only Cipher knows.
She said she found what we needed. And we left the envelope we were supposed to leave. So... I guess so.
Fennyman looks over to Lambert. What? He motions to the door. Oh, seriously? Morticia looks at him and raises an eyebrow. All right. Lambert goes outside. Comes back a couple of minutes later. Cipher's gone. Took a drink.
What?
Barman said she was crying and left.
Oh.
Well, we'll get back to you when we know more of Fennyman.
Alright.
And Terrence gets up, and he walks out.
Yeah, Wren doesn't really know what's going on. She's gonna follow Terry.
Neither does the GM.
Neither do I.
Terrence is just calmly walking out of the bar. And he calmly walks out of the bar. And he is calmly going to Cipher's apartment to see if she is there.
Okay, then I guess Wren is less calmly following.
He doesn't notice you're there right away, so he turns to check his shoulder at some point or another, and he goes, "Oh shit, I thought you were still at the bar."
No, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, well, that's fair. I don't either. I'm just going to check on Cipher.
Yeah.
I mean, she's annoying as all get out most of the time, but that doesn't mean I don't care.
Yeah. It's very weird seeing her like this, and I don't like it.
Well, I think the worst for me is that she hints at it being normal. Terrence will get to Cypher's apartment, and he will check the windows or anything, and the neighbors' windows and anything for lights and
If
stuff.
she's in the neighbors eating chicken.
You get to Cypher's apartment. The windows on the outside are closed, but on the inside, the neighbor's door is definitely locked. But Cypher's door is only just sort of closed. It's like it's been like closed but not latched.
Okay. So it's more or less like half a step away from hanging open.
Yeah. As you walk inside, the room's fairly neat, but it's dark. There's no lights on. There's a neatly made bed off to the right. It's like a fold-down bed that folds down from the wall. We've got the kitchen at the rear, which is all nice and neat. Looks like a place that doesn't look like it's really been lived in. And through the darkness, off to the left, you notice that there is a bookcase with looks like... Actually, should you roll perception or not? No. You notice a line of light down that's barely visible, comes out of the back of the bookcase.
Oh man, that's cool. I can't believe she didn't tell me about this.
That is unusual for an apartment like this.
I mean, shouldn't be. It's cool.
It is cool. It's also unusual. I guess she's in there?
Maybe. Only one way to find out. Terrence has gotten spontaneously very excited, but he's also still worried about Cipher, so...
She might not want us here. I don't...
Terrence knocks on the side of the bookshelf and goes, "Hello? Anybody down there?"
You don't hear anything, but you think you can hear screaming and blood-curdling cries of people.
Terrence yanks open the bookshelf and heads through whatever opening it provides.
Okay. It's like a slim opening, like a very narrow-way door, which leads into a small cavity. Inside, you see on the floor coloured pillows, children's toys, teddy bears, an old-style TV, and right at the end, there's a bookshelf containing all children's toys, and below that, you see in front of it a Cipher sitting on a beanbag. She's still curled up with her knees up to her chest, and she looks like she's watching news articles on one of the many monitors that are on a small table.
Hey, girly, you kind of left all of your doors open, including the secret one. Are you okay?
She turns, she's like, "Hey, what the fuck? Oh, holy shit, you scared the crap out of me."
I'd say sorry for breaking in, but we didn't actually even have to.
She looks like, she's sort of shaking a bit, but she's sort of like trying to control herself. On the news article, you can see someone, an elf specifically, chained up to a wall with a person using a sword to repeatedly stab them.
Any reason in particular you're watching the horror TV stuff?
Is it horror? It looked like
She flicks it
news
off.
footage.
She closes it down. Well, that's on the news.
Okay.
What is it?
Wanted to know what I really found on the disk? On the hard drive? On the place that we went to?
Yes.
The fucking bastards were cutting up people and torturing them. So the main guy in the bedroom down below was the guy that was doing it as a human that had cosmetic surgery. The fucker.
I'm sorry I had to find that all by yourself, girly.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it. Oh, I think I'm going to be sick. And she stands up and she runs to the bathroom. You can hear her throwing up. No.
There's a bathroom in
left
this
the
secret
place.
space?
I think she maybe left the secret place.
And a
I was
jacuzzi.
gonna say, damn, this
and a
has
minibar. Oh, she comes back out. She's wiping her mouth.
Okay, so
Terrence has gone to the kitchen and started raiding her stuff for the makings of tea.
Oh, hell no. Nope.
Does she have the makings for tea?
Oh, she
Not
has the
even
ginger,
leftover
yes.
ginger?
yeah, she doesn't just have the chewed up ginger.
Okay, he's gonna make her some ginger tea, because that's really good for upset stomachs.
It is.
Thanks.
Here you go.
Terry.
Gingerly now.
Ah
Terrence gives her like a wobbly little smile. And then he says, I don't suppose all that badness being in the news is your doing by any chance?
Maybe.
Well, I'm sure all the news outlets appreciate you recently.
So, I've been trying to find out if they've caught the bugger.
I'm sure they will if
So I'm sending a message to God.
says Cipher. Don't watch any more of it. If you want to know if they catch him, we can find out and tell you, but
Oh, she didn't turn the monitors off. She just closed the browser that was playing the news report. So they haven't said if they've caught the guy. If they haven't caught him, if they don't catch the fucker, then fuck. She's like looking around, looking down.
well,
I should have done it while I had the chance. I should have killed the fucker.
I mean,
I don't know
But-
if that
something that you really want on you? Not just for the job, but for yourself. That's something you'd never be able to let go.
Well, now I'm worried. If he gets away, he's gonna do this shit again. And I could have stopped it.
Well,
You could have, maybe, but even if he isn't around to do completely terrible things, there are always other people, and you can't kill them all, Cipher.
Terrence
No.
had his mouth open to say something, and then he pauses and kind of looks sideways at Wren. And then he thinks better of asking anything, and he shuts his mouth and just kind of looks at Cipher like, we've signed on with a crazy person.
What? Hang on. Yeah, you're looking at Cipher like that. We're signed on
Hang
with a
on,
crazy
says Cipher.
person. Is that what he said? Hang on. That's the look,
Yeah.
the expression.
Well, he didn't say it. Apparently, that's the expression.
No, Cypher's just looking into the tea and sipping it. I'd like to kill them all.
You might want to, but you helped by sending it to the news, and now everybody knows. And people will try and catch him, and so you made things better.
I'm not going to be satisfied until I know that he's caught.
Well, then we'll just have to make sure that he's caught. That doesn't mean we have to kill him. But it's not our fault if somebody else kills him,
Who else is going to kill him?
right?
True. I'm sure a lot of people want to now. You're not the only one.
I mean, if we want to get a hold of people who like spontaneously murdering people in front of us, we can always call Mr. Book again.
Yeah.
Terrence is making like a disgusted face. He doesn't like this train of thought that he's got himself onto, but he'd be willing to go through with it for Cipher.
Cypher's asking God another question.
Wren is checking her phone and then is gonna say, I don't know if it helps any, but apparently our client is happy.
Did Mr. Fenneman contact you?
Yes, he did. Client is happy. Payment made.
Nice. I mean, I can't imagine anybody who's in all this business being a good person, but can't be as bad as what's happening in that video.
Well, there was 10 videos, so 10 different people. 10 elves. Tortured to death the same way. Each time.
Terrence goes over and gives Cipher a hug.
Cypher sort of half acknowledges with a half hug back. And she looks up and says, I need a drink.
Terrence chuckles a bit and he's like, yeah. Why'd you stop drinking in the first place again?
It's my birthday. I always quit drinking on my birthday.
That's fair.
Well, I don't think it's your birthday any longer, if that helps.
Well, I think murder of your kinfolk is good reason to fall off the wagon.
I need to go collect some rent money. Exactly
so
right.
that you can spend it on drinks? Oh, well, don't worry about it today. I'll
Thanks,
pay for your
Terrence.
drinks.
And she's
Happy
like,
birthday.
smiles a little bit, cries a little bit, wipes the tear away from her eyes. Shall we? Alright, Cypher's leading the way
Lead
back
the
to the
way.
bar.
And the troll is the biggest Pokemon you have ever seen.
Which Pokemon, though?
Dear regret.
Snorlax.
Because you know there's like 500 Pokemon.
Oh, no. No,
There's what?
Snorlax is the comfiest, like, pajama set ever, okay? It is so good. That's why.
He is dressed as Hariyama.
Hariyama?
Ah, alright.
Nice.
Yeah.
And as you approach, he does his reverse aura stance.
Fantastic.
So he's got the big hands and everything.
Yep. He's got the big foam hands that he's wearing.
That's so good.
Then he folds them, but they like stick out because they're huge. Back again.
What am I missing? What the hell are you
Yes.
dressed up like a Hariyama for?
Halloween party. What were you doing?
Yeah. We had this conversation, Cipher, but you'd already left.
Ah, that's right, Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every year.
Your
party.
birthday.
Every year party. Every year there's been a party. Every year. Here. On
Hey,
your
guess
birthday.
what? It's Cypher's birthday. Probably
Yeah.
a bit distracting.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was yesterday. Is it tomorrow?
Well,
When is it now?
Is it what? What time is it? What time is it?
It is time to drink. Terrence says, trying to be like mildly serious in tone, and he saunters over to the bar in his ridiculous disguise outfit.
Oh yeah, still got those.
He is purple, if I remember correctly.
No. Oh yeah, you are. Okay, I'm blue. You're purple.
Yes. You have clear, sparkly hair.
Yeah, I do, and I will take the hat off now that
Yeah.
We're not planning on pretending to be completely average elves.
It's too bad we were too late for the costume contest. We might have won accidentally.
That's true.
The barman's dressed like the Tatooine barman from the cantina.
Very nice.
And he's yelling at a Luke Skywalker goblin who's got a C-3PO next to him. We don't serve their kind here. You're droids. You'll have to wait outside.
Beautiful.
Cipher, I would buy you a drink, but I have literally no money, and unless they'll trade jewelry for alcohol here,
Wait, what? Didn't we just get paid?
I can't. Have we been paid yet? No, I guess we're here to be paid.
Yes.
Well, we better go see the
Oh,
Fennyman.
we can find Fennyman.
Yep.
I guess he's in the back room as usual.
Right where we left him.
God.
Hmm?
That was perfect. That was perfect.
Dear.
Sorry, I was doing some creation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Mr. Fennyman?
Yeah, in
I
the back
think was
room.
the question. Yeah.
Hey, wait. You said client was pleased?
That's what Mr. Fennyman said.
One day, Terrence says, holding up a clenched fist that's shaking slightly and raising it slowly, I will build one of those secret bookcase doors, and it will be excellent.
Yeah, Cipher, I actually wanted to ask, did you build that, or...
Me?
Yeah.
You fucking
Did it
kidding
come
me?
with your apartment?
Build something like that? I wouldn't even know how to.
Did... Okay,
Okay,
who built it?
great question. It sort of came with the deal.
Ooh,
The deal.
accidental
back-
backstory, Adam. Come on.
Wren is looking like pretty intent on this, actually. It's just like, if I wanted that, how would I
Okay.
get that for reasons?
I knew a guy who knew a guy who had this room or this apartment already set up from the plans, and he had made the secret room, and unfortunately for him, he was also a hacker, but he was a lot older than me, and he sort of passed on, and I was lucky enough to be at the right place at the right time.
You stole a corpse's apartment.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is the right place
Kill him.
the apartment?
What are you accusing me of?
Nobody said you did.
I didn't say you killed him.
Just
I said
because
you
someone
stole a
died in there doesn't
corpse's
mean
apartment.
that their spirit's gonna loom on and haunt me.
Okay, well, no, that's not okay.
That is also not what I
People
said.
usually don't like
But you
living
don't
in
know how to
apartments
make
where people have
that-
died.
Oh, question for you, Cipher. Is the apartment still under this guy's name, or is it
That's
under
asking
your
a very
name now?
personal question, isn't it?
Cipher doesn't know.
She's just not telling you.
I can not tell where the part of this backstory that you've prepared is, and where the one that you're just kind of flying off the handle about is.
I can tell you.
Can't.
It's the latter.
Ah.
All of it. This is
I
coming
guess it would
together
be
right
too-
now.
Don't forget to write it down so you don't forget it later when we quiz you about it.
Yeah.
I
I guess it would be too expensive to make one anyway.
You could, if you make it wrong, you magically create a doorway to another dimension and space, and poisonous space tentacle monsters, which leave scorch marks on your kitchen floor.
Maybe if we get
Terrence
paid
isn't
a
blinking
lot
anymore. He's
ever.
like staring at you. It's like, don't do it. It's a bad idea.
And that's why I stay away from magic.
Maybe I'll try building one.
I can show you some of the books I have on carpentry.
I
Magic
may
carpentry.
actually borrow those.
And you do mean borrow, right? I don't want to have to try and find out where you live to get
I
my
don't
books
sell
back.
books, and you can't come to my apartment.
Well, so long as you don't forget to give them back.
I won't. I am extremely conscientious.
Until Adventure 6. Becca laughs.
I mean, if
but
I
Adventure
can
4
get a
is hers.
secret bookcase by Adventure 6, maybe that'll solve some problems.
Alright. So,
All right, are we
Terrence
going to get
goes-
paid?
Are we gonna stand in front of Fenneman's door all day? He reaches out, he knocks.
Lambert opens the door. I thought you lot had
Hello.
left.
We're
We
back.
did.
Right.
Yep.
Rena's saying something about money.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, that's why you came back. Money. That's nice.
Well, that and alcohol. We need to drink away our sorrows.
I'm fine with just the money.
Terrence has got this ridiculous grin on his face the whole time he's speaking.
Fenneman looks at him and motions with his head. What? Me again? Morticia raises it. Alright. Lambert walks off.
And Terrence will walk in the room. Hiya, Fenneman.
I'm doing alright. Nice to
Glad
get
to hear
paid.
it. Usually, yeah.
Always.
You've done alright so far?
I hope the client didn't mind posting that stuff to the news.
They didn't say anything about it. Whatever it was they were after, they obviously got it.
That's good to hear.
Lambert comes back, and in his hand he's got some cred sticks, each say 5,250 credits.
Did we get told it was going to be that much?
Yeah, 5,000 a hit, and 1,000 extra to be split if you handed off the envelope, which I'm assuming you did.
We did.
Yep. This isn't gonna come back to bite us, right?
That's very optimistic.
There's always the chance of anything coming back when we're doing something illegal. But on a scale of things that going wrong, I think that this is probably far lower than the homicidal maniacs you were dealing with before.
Yeah. I was more worried about homicidal maniacs than the law. Like, seriously, what are the cops in this town doing these days? It's so easy to do these things without getting caught by them.
Money talks.
Yeah.
That's the long and the short of it. You have enough, you can buy the right people off. Unless you release stuff to the public en masse to every news outlet there is, in which case they can't ignore it.
That's fair.
And then the people that had those people are going to go looking for the people that called out their people.
Oh, good.
So, which I may or may not have done twice now.
It's a lot of people involved.
I'll be chasing a rabbit.
No, we don't.
Who said it was my tag?
So it is your tag.
You
did
did?
just now.
No, it's not my tag.
It will be if they decide it is.
Yep.
I didn't think of that.
When the guy's got a shotgun under your nose saying, "Did you draw this?" And you go, "I did, but it's not my tag." Well, that's all right then. I'll just leave. No problem. Let me know when that is your tag. I'll come back and shoot you in the face.
Now I really want to make a secret bookcase door thing.
Cipher, why were you drawing stupid rabbits on a whiteboard?
To be honest, I have no...
Was it the same thought process when you said it was a 2-for-1 deal?
When you were GMing that Star Wars game. The weekly cornerstones. Star Wars.
I guess I
game.
can't help myself. I need to drop a hint left and right where I've been. Then
Maybe
what fun
don't,
is it?
Though, I don't know. I think not being murdered is pretty fun.
There's great joy in doing
Yep.
a job, not getting
And there's a
caught
lot
and
more
getting
joy
paid.
when you leave
Yeah,
a little bit of
lots of
information
fun.
behind.
Look how happy everyone is. And then a lot less joy when months later it turns out they were able to track us all down and were killed horribly.
Morticia has folded her arms and her foot is...
Cypher's looking at Morticia like, what the hell, Mum?
And Fennyman reaches out with his claw, and his nail flattens Cypher's nose. He says, "Did you draw a mustache on someone when you were there?"
Cipher looks down at Fennyman's finger.
Course. I've heard a rumor that that's what you were doing.
Ah, so a rumor now as she looks over at Terrence and Wren.
Terrence makes his eyes real big and innocent. What?
Yep. Don't know where he could have heard that.
Fennyman, you know it wouldn't be that stupid.
I would hope not, because one day that'll lead to despair.
Like,
I don't like
no.
that sentence.
Oh no. We don't like despair.
Do not like despair.
GM dropping subtle hint.
noted, Fennyman. I won't be drawing on people. Well, nobody said anything about whiteboards.
How about whiteboards?
What's wrong with drawing on
I did
whiteboards?
just now.
Jeez, can't you let a kid have some fun?
I don't care if you draw on whiteboards. A kid can have fun, yes, but a kid shouldn't be drinking. So which is
Fennyman,
it?
I need to pay up.
He pushes on your nose like it's a button. Yeah, you do.
And she holds out her cred stick. So, do we want to settle up for this month?
Barman's got your tab.
Cipher rolls her eyes. All right, I'll go and fix up the tab. Fennyman, don't worry. I won't be drawing on people. Let me know if they catch that guy.
Yeah, alright.
Cipher salutes, turns around in a military fashion and walks out. Falls over.
Turns around and falls over.
Oh dear.
Picks herself up, marches off.
She's only had
Matches
one
out.
drink so far.
Tolerance really goes down after just a day. Dang.
Is she getting worse?
Getting worse at what?
These shenanigans.
It was a tough day for her.
It's about the same shenanigan-wise.
I have to trust your judgment on this?
I mean, you don't have to do anything. But, sure.
Well, you're with her more in the field than I am.
Yeah, I worry sometimes, but she's a tough girly. She'll be fine.
There's some very unpleasant people out there. People you don't want to have them know who you are.
Very true.
Just leaving little hints. Pride cometh before a fall.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Not all these people are from the low end of the criminal underworld. Don't underestimate your enemy. That's all I'm saying. But good job either way.
Thank you.
So that's me done. So unless there's anything else you want to do...
Is there any candy left from the Halloween party?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna take a bunch of that.
Next episode, Ren is buzzing on a sugar high.
It's not for Wren.
It's for the cat.
Cool.
Great.
The street is quiet. A couple of cars are moving down the road. An old, intoxicated man is shuffling down the sidewalk before moving into the alley. A shadow detaches itself from the side of the building. It is human-shaped and stands on the edge of the streetlight's illumination. It is transparent and moves silently apart from a strange whispering. A few seconds pass and it follows the man into the alley. Shadowrun, a slice of life adventure in a dystopian future, starring Becca as Terry the Mage, Raveninsane as Cipher the Hacker, Emily as Wren the Thief, and Ghost as the GM. The excellent Shadowrun is produced by Catalyst Game Labs. The Genesys rule set comes from Fantasy Flight Games, and many of the sounds and music comes from Sirenscape, which is an amazing tool for bringing more life to your game table. This has been a Kritfayle production. Hey man, I was tempted to spend a white to make sure I was good.
I mean, it would have had to be a consensus of the party on whether or not you spent the story point.
Yep. No, I think we might have voted for it just because of the reaction Adam is giving right now.
Yeah, well, I read it and then I read seriously. I was like, and because the seriously confused the hell out of me. And then I was like, oh, he's really being fucking serious.
Yeah.
It's like, you asshole. Really? You want me to rock this?
Is that what it was called?
Yep, the Bawdy Palace.
That was him. I didn't call it that. That was his contribution.
And the 2-for-1 special.
That was also his contribution, which he absolutely
immediately regretted when Gluck said, "Oh, what's the 2-for-1 special?"
He regretted it the moment he said it. I sat there and went, "This is not really okay. Bold move." And then Gluck said, "What's the 2-for-1 special?" And I went, "Here you go. Here you go." You could hear the regret in the voice.
You could have said alcohol. You could have said
At
alcohol.
the end, Gluck going, I mean, it's a really good deal.
Well, hang on, guys. We haven't been here long. You know, maybe we should get a drink. The 2-for-1 deal sounds like a good deal. The entire party turns and looks at Adam.
Wanted to know what I really found on the disc?